Greetings and salutations. Welcome back to Adamanticus. This is our Direwolf20 1.19 playthrough. Hope everybody's having a good day. So last episode we figured out how we were going to smelt and grind and pulverize all of our raw ores down into ingots. So we got that part done. I did finish putting together the whole entire system up there, and I do want to take a minute about the item transportation pipes that I decided to use. Originally, I was going to try to use these item cables from Cyclic, use those in combination with these filter data cards, and that way we can sort out all the raw ores into the right machines up here. But they didn't work out too well. They were actually moved too slow, and they would only let you sort out 8 items at a time. So I guess if you're working with a system that's not working with a lot of incoming items, then the cyclic pipes would probably be okay. But otherwise, I ended up going with these item pipes from Pipes. They definitely give you a lot more utilization. Like this one up here is just for incoming coal in order to go to the combustion generators that I'm using. And these are the things that I'm using to power my other machines up here. The pulverizer works pretty good. The mechanical squeezer works excellent. The crushing macerator is slow as drying paint or growing grass. It's slow. Very slow. Very, very, very slow. I could use this temporal pouch on it to speed things up, and that's what I did earlier. That way I could get all of the ores processed through here and down into the functional storage down there. And I did have to use it on, or I had to use a temporal pouch on the macerator, the combustion generator, and also this small electrical furnace. Otherwise, the furnace here is definitely a bad funnel point. Say all the items, no matter how quick they get processed through these machines, end up taking forever going through the furnace. And it's because I have so many different ores going through one point of smelting. So I mean it's doing triple duty for the most part. I need to have like 3 separate smelting machines up here in order to kind of alleviate the pressure off of this one here. But that'll come later. Say right now, as far as this goes, say it's going to work for now. We'll at least be able to maximize the ores coming in. But one of the nice things about pipes that I wanted to show was the advanced pipe upgrade. They let you go through and add, it looks like I don't know how many different items you can add into the filter, but you can add quite a few. I haven't reached a limit yet, and I'm definitely going to have to add more items to some of these filters, because I know I haven't mined all the different variations, especially the variations when you start considering the stone variation of an ore versus the deep slate variation of the same ore. Yeah, those I'm just going to have to add to the system as I come across them, but that'll just happen in due time. I was going to add some batteries in the system to kind of hold some energy off to the side for the machines to start doing their thing, but I don't think I'm going to need to. Say, I think these combustion generators, especially in combination with these, where they are, the Gobberfoos down here. They're down here in the chest with all my other goober mod stuff. Yeah, the Gobberfoo. Say, those things burn forever, so they supply a lot of energy. So I think those with these combustion generators, I don't think I'll have any problems, especially for early ore processing. So I think that's it as far as the cables and the ore processing goes. All right. Well, now that we got you all caught up with that, we can move on to the next part. Because I think today we're going to mess around in this worn notebook that I have in my hands. That's right, a little bit of Ars Nouveau. Let's go play in the trees. Yay! Woohoo! So, Ars Nouveau is one of those mods that I have not played around with at all. I've started reading through the mod book here, so I think I know what we're going to need in order to at least get started out in this mod and get things going, because we're definitely not going to have enough to get past tier 1 as far as any progression goes. So let's start with our spell casting book, all the other things that we need, source jars. We're gonna need the what is it called? The imbuement chamber. So we're gonna need all that. So let me get together some supplies. Let me get together some supplies, and we will craft some things and talk about some things and see what we're going to do about collecting source. Because it looks like this mod is all about the source. You know what Neo says, you got to go back to the source.
Hello, Neo.
All right. So I got everything in my inventory, or at least enough to get started. So let's craft some things and see what we can get together. So we definitely want to start collecting source early on. That way we can, have lots of source together when it comes time to need it. So good idea, right? I thought so too. Yay. One of the first things that we're going to need for sure is a dowsing rod. The dowsing rod is going to help us find some amethyst, and amethyst is what you need to make some source gems. And source gems is what you need to make all kinds of stuff in this mod. So we're going to start there. We need to make a dowsing rod, and then after that, we're going to end up having to make a spell book. And a couple other goodies too. But dowsing rod first. Look at that. Ka-chow. A dowsing rod, we can hold it in our hands, and as long as we're within 75 blocks of growing amethyst, then it'll highlight it for us, and that way we can locate amethyst a lot easier. I think it's great. Totally outstanding. We need some of these. We need to create a novice spell book. Do we have any books on us? We do. We've got enough of that. Looks like we've got enough of those. So let's come in here. Make one of those. Make one of those. Make an axe. And now we're going to make a sword. Now we got a sword. We can put it all together. And what do you get? You get a novice spell book. Look at this. Press V for quick select or C to quick craft. What do you mean by that? Let's see. V. Ooh, V brings up a quick select wheel. If you hold it down, nice. Oh, you just have to click on it. You don't even have to hold it down. C opens up your book. Settings for dynamic lighting, sounds. What? Oh, I get what's going on now. Default. What? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did I make it crash? I made it crash. I crashed it. Okay. Be right back. Okay. Go back in here. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pages. We can have 10 pages. Documentation. Okay. Oh, cool. So now I don't have to carry around that book. I just need the spell book, and I can get to all the documentation that I need. Color picker. Color picker. Picker, 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 picker. I want cyan. Save. Familiars. I don't have any yet. Sounds. That's where I went. And that's the one that I clicked on that made everything go. Do I dare click on any of the other ones? I have it on default. Okay, we're gonna give it one more test.
Many minutes later.
Alright, I think that's good as far as volume goes. That way it doesn't get too overwhelming when I use it repeatedly. Save. Okay, so we got through that part without setting off any alarms. Cool. We got that. Now, one thing that I know you can do is that you can dye your spell book. And so, since we dyed our backpack black, we're going to go in here and we're going to dye our spell book black. Awesome. That makes me happy. I like it. I like it when I can hold the black spell book while wearing the black backpack. Now, when I get my magician robes, I just need to make sure they're black, and we'll be good to go. We need to make an imbuement chamber. Where's that imbuement chamber? Actually, we need to do this in our backpack. Imbuement chamber. Get us one of those, because that's how we're going to turn the amethyst into source gems. We're going to need some source jar. Gonna need some glass for that. Let's do 2 source jars. Yeah, let's go ahead and make 2 source jars for now. Oh, wait. There we go, 2 of them. Source jars is how we're going to store the source once we start accumulating it. Let's see, these ones we don't need yet. They will come into play later. What do we got? What do we got? Agronomic source link. We're going to use this one for now, but it requires source gems. And actually, it just so happens that I have 3 source gems that I think I found in a chest somewhere. Question mark. I might have found it in a chest somewhere, maybe even found it in a buried chest. So I have hit up a couple of those. And I have found some dungeons and stuff underground, so who knows? I've come across a lot of chests, so who knows where I found them exactly. Where was it? There's one. Okay, let's go back into the backpack. We got the agronomic source link. Oh, we forgot to grab some wheat. We got the wheat back into the backpack. Agronomic source link. Okay. This agronomic source link is what we're going to use to start collecting source and storing it in these jars. But the way that we're going to collect source is by growing crops. And we'll go ahead and show you that here in a minute. It's really cool. Like, I've never done this myself. I've watched a few videos on what to do with the basics in this mod, but I've never done it myself. So this is going to be fun. And the scribes table. We need the scribes table. The scribes table is what we're going to use eventually to start making spells. Or no, the spell book is what we need to make spells and store them. But the scribe's table is what we use to start altering other items. I think that's all we need for now. After a while, once we get a mob farm put together, we're going to end up using this Vitalic source link because it'll actually start collecting source off of killing mobs. So every time a mob will die, it'll start collecting source and put it in a jar. So we'll start doing it that way. But we got to get a mob farm together first, so that'll probably come up in the next episode. Figure out a good way to do that. Well, first step is that we need to go find amethyst. So let's go find some amethyst. Nope, stop, reverse that. Let's set up our agronomic source link to start collecting source. Then we'll go look for amethyst. That way it can collect source while we're out looking for amethyst. Sound good? I think it sounds great. Let's go. So we're going to be out here working with the crops anyways. So let's go ahead and just put it right there. Hello? Scribe table? Oh. Go like that, huh? Okay. This way, that way, this way, that way. Okay, can't do nothing with it yet. Yet. Scribe table, this is where you're going to go. Okay, so agronomic source link. To just plop it down in a place, don't I? And then I can put these. How about can I stick them over here? Are they too far? I think what we need to do is I think we need to get rid of all the hemp for now. I think we'll have plenty of seeds. Plus the too tall. Oh, yeah. Well, it's going in there. I saw it collect up a second ago. It's not going out. Okay, so it's collecting source. We can see that it's collecting source, but these are not close enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So maybe we'll try over there. Okay, well, I guess we will let those sit there for now. We should plant some more crops. But first, we're going to go to sleep. Carrot, 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 carrot. Okay, well, look at that. We're collecting source. You scared me there, villager. Trader, wandering trader. Whew. Oh man, he just popped out of nowhere. A diamond. 3 emeralds for a diamond, huh? Ether sapling? Hold left. Ether sapling? What's an ether sapling? Ether. Iron forged chainmail helmet of the defender. Ooh. Who you fancy? Alright, well, I guess that completes that. Yeah, get out of here. Excuse me? Okay. Well, now that we got them out of the way, I need to make I need to make one of these signs. Where's it at? There's a sign in here. No solicitors sign. Wards off certain pesky intruders within a reasonable area. It's actually not very expensive. We should go make one right now. If you want to get rid of your wandering trader, or at least temporarily, you don't have to do it permanently. No solicitors. Okay, we're gonna put this out front. You hear this, you guys? No soliciting. No soliciting. That's right. Stay out of my house, you solicitors. You wandering traders. You hear me? I think they heard me. I think we're good. And that's how you get rid of the wandering trader. You can disable it too. I forget what it is. What does it say? Where'd it go? Right click with wool to toggle silent mode. But you can just pull it down and it'll let them continue to spawn near your base. But if the villager or wandering trader is being a pain in the butt and always seems to pop up at weird moments and scare the hell out of you and you just don't want them in your house, you can put up one of these cool little signs. Sweet, right? I thought so too. So now that we are passively growing or collecting some source, won't be long before we need to get some more jars over here. But while it's doing that, we can go through and use our dowsing rod and see if we can find some amethyst now. Because then the next step is using this imbuement chamber, bam, to turn amethyst into source gems. Should be excellent, but now we've got to go find some stuff. Man, this rain, dude. We need to figure out a way to get the rain to go away too. We need to find some sunflowers. If we can find some sunflowers, then we can make this ring of sunshine, which brings back the sun during a rainstorm. And all it needs is sunflower, because making this ring that's pretty easy. We should have everything we need to make the ring. We just need sunflowers. So if we come across sunflowers while we're out and about, excellent. We will definitely bring some back. We only really need one sunflower. We can bone meal the rest. Sure, we probably need to right click or left click in order to activate the dowsing rod, because it only has, 4 durability. Wah, wah. So, I guess, going down? Or do we do it up here first and see what happens? Ooh, right down there. Look at that. Wow, that was fast. There we go. Wow. That's pretty crazy. Let's go up here. All right. Well, let's turn up the range on this thing. So let's actually turn down the range on this. Let's just keep it at 5. Oh, yep, here it is. Wow, that was so fast. Okay. Well, I was kind of worried about how efficient the dowsing rod was, but I don't think I needed to worry. That was pretty efficient. All right. Well, I spent some time going out and finding some amethyst shards. I found a whole bunch of amethyst shard. I found a whole bunch of block of amethyst, which we can also turn into more amethyst shard. So I don't think we're going to run out of amethyst shard anytime soon. And that was just from one amethyst. One geode. That's all we got. I mean, we got tons of stuff. Look at this. Look at all this amethyst block that we got. They could all be turned into more amethyst shard. We got a whole bunch of amethyst dust, which will come in handy for the hex casting. So saith the tag. And also same thing for the charged amethyst. Also for hex casting, which we're definitely going to get into that in the future. But let's go put these things down. We should probably sleep real quick. That way we can help with the daylight. You know, it can stay more daylight-ish. I made a couple more imbuement chambers. That way we can kind of speed the process up, I think. Yeah, we'll just put them down right here. So we go dink, dink, and dink. Crafting progress. All right. So it looks like those are going. And it also looks like these are filled 100% full. Look at that. Awesome. So now we've got source that we can do stuff with now too. So we need to go make a couple more jars, I think. So yeah, so they will process on their own, just accumulating source from the environment, right? More or less. So what do we need to do to cast our first spell? Spell casting. To begin spell casting, you will need to first obtain a spell book. A spell book will allow you to create, store, and cast spells using mana. Higher tier, right, will give you better stuff. To craft your first spell, you must first select a form that the spell will take on. A form glyph must always be the first glyph. Next, add the effects. Augments can be added to the effects. Okay. Projectile, self, and touch. So we can shoot stuff, we can apply things to ourselves, or we can touch things.
I'd like you to meet Ace Ventura.
So let's do a projectile. Harm. Hit 1. Great. Oh. So that's how that works, huh? So I need to go find an enemy. You look like an enemy. Hey, it hits him. Hey, look, I can spell you. Hey, look at that. I'm casting spells. Look at that. I can get them under the water and everything. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Oh, fancy. It works underwater too. Huh, look at that. Oh, out of mana. Gotta let it rejuvenate. Ah. They're all over. Cool. Let's go ahead and eat some fishies. Alright, so let's go here. Projectile break. We'll call this break 1. Oh, so this is where we can go hit 1, break 1. Crazy. We got some source gems. We got some more going. We got some more imbuement chambers, so we can turn some more amethysts into more source gems. And we also got several jars of source already filled up and stored back in our boulder house, Boulder. And so then after that, we got to find out what we're going to do next. Ooh, look at that. See, they just turned into source gems behind me. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. So yeah, next, we need to, where do we go from here? So I think we got a lot accomplished this episode. We started collecting a lot of source. So I think next episode we'll start learning what we can do with the source and all the different stuff that we can make with it. I think that'll be a fun little thing. You know, a thingamathing. I have started going through and collecting source gems. So I've got source gems collecting. I've got more out there. I probably need to go switch them out. Oh, and I started building a kitchen. Yeah, look at that. That's going to be the kitchen. I figure since we're growing all these crops right here, we need a place to start putting all this stuff. Especially all the wheat and the cabbage, tomatoes and carrots, potatoes, that kind of thing. So I figure, why not? Let's do a kitchen. Do a kitchen, and that way we could actually even come in here and we can do a little bit of this. Where's it at? Which one is it? It is cooking for blockheads. But we can make a kitchen floor, and it's a multi-block kitchen, so that means we'll be able to, make a lot of different stuff really easy. We'll be able to make a lot of different meals. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So let's start things off. We've got enough quartz and coal in our inventory right now. We could just make 36 floor pieces, and I think maybe that'll be enough. That might be enough. I guess let's find out. Okay. Totally underestimated how much I need. We're definitely going to have to get some more quartz and some more coal, which the coal should be easy to come by. It's the quartz I'm going to have to go back into the nether to get a hold of. But look, we can have a kitchen in here. It'll be great. I think it'll be awesome. We're gonna have a big chandelier that comes straight down, I think. We also are gonna have some mahogany windows, because mahogany is always awesome. I just don't know which ones I want to use. If I want to use these mahogany, or if I want to use the iron ones that I also have in my inventory right here. Let's see. I don't know if they connect. Actually, I think I like the iron ones better because they don't connect. And that's kind of the feel that I want in this area. I want them to look like separate windows. I think that's what we'll go with. So we'll end up taking the mahogany out and replacing it with these ornate iron window panes. I think it'll be great, and we'll put some more ornate iron window panes there so we get a lot of sunlight here in the kitchen. It's gonna be great. Gonna be great. Gonna be great. Gonna be great. We may even lower the floor down a little bit. That way the windows stay up and out of sight and we can build right beneath them. I think that might be a good thing to do as well. So we're gonna give that a try. Switch out these, make some more source gems. That's about it. We also need to go through and make a kiln, an alloy kiln, so that we can start making Invar. So once we get Invar, then we can start making upgrades for the thermal series stuff. That way we can actually get a better smelter for up here, and we can kind of upgrade a little bit of this stuff. Switch out this small electrical furnace from Engineer's Decor for maybe an actual like induction smelter or just a regular furnace, redstone furnace. I'm pretty sure it was what it's called, if I remember right. But we can switch those out and put them here and upgrade them, and they should be able to process this stuff a little bit faster. Right now, my ability to process ores is limited by this furnace, as I said at the beginning of the video. So let's, I guess, call it a day. Between episodes, I'll go through and I'll get the kitchen at least, outfitted so it has a door and windows and all that good stuff. We can start having a place that we can store all of our food stuffs, because we're definitely running out of room here. Source berries. We haven't even talked about source berries yet, so we'll get into that next episode as well, because we'll probably do some more Ars Nouveau. And for anybody who doesn't know how to make these kiln bricks from Immersive Engineering, you just need some sandstone and some bricks, which the bricks you can get by smelting clay. I think 28 will do it. What are you doing there, Enderman? Oh. Oh. I guess right here's a nice little patch that we could do stuff in, right? Perfect. Works for me. Then I do believe we need the engineer's hammer. Take this little thing and go. Oh. I guess it's just a little 2x2 then. Is it just me, or does that thing kind of look like an egg? Looks like a big giant egg. Maybe a giant bird flew overhead and dumped an egg. Guess it would make sense. I'm gonna cook food in it. So sure, it's an egg made of calcite. So I think we're gonna wrap up the episode here. Looks like we've got Ars Nouveau started. We got some source collected. We've got a kitchen going right behind us. Place to put all of our consumables. And we even got a kiln from Immersive Engineering behind us. That way we can start making Invar. So that will help us in turn upgrade all of our machines inside, or at least a good portion of them. That way we can kind of streamline stuff. I know the system I have right now is really janky, I guess for the most part. I was just trying to maximize my ore efficiency rather than worrying about quickness, speed. But, you know, it's cool. I know it's going to get upgraded. I know there's much better systems out there that we can go with, so, and we are going to get there one step at a time. So, I guess that is it. If you liked the episode, go ahead and hit a like on the video. If you want to see more, hit a like on the channel. Subscribe to the channel. That's what I meant to say. You know what I meant to say. And I guess that's about it. So until next time, we will, see ya. I see you hiding behind the portal there. What are you doing back there? Get out from behind the portal. Hi. How are you? Good to see you again. Welcome to the end of the episode.